Hello students, good evening to all of you. So here I'm going to discuss some of the problems of NCERT, system of particles and rotational motion from question 1 to 5. So let's start with the first question. Give the location of center of mass of a sphere, cylinder, ring and cube, each of uniform mass density. Does the center of mass of a body necessarily lie inside the body? सो बेसिकली यहाँ पर जो भी सिस्टम दे के रखा है उन सभी में जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मास है, लाइक यहाँ पर उनका जो डेंसिटी है it is uniform, so all have uniform mass density. So if bodies have uniform mass density, then their center of mass lies at their geometrical center. Their center of mass lies at their geometrical center. जैसे कि मैं रिंग की बात करूँ, सो रिंग का सेंटर ऑफ मास लाइज एट इट्स सेंटर. एंड सिमिलरली फॉर द अदर बॉडीज एज वेल, लाइक मैं अगर क्यूब का बात करता हूँ, सो क्यूब का जो सेंटर ऑफ मास रहेगा इट इज़ एट द like intersection of diagonals of the cube. So for all the bodies having uniform mass density, the center of mass lies at their geometrical center. Then the next question in this part is, does the center of mass of a body necessarily lie inside the body? So like it is not required. Mass may be, center of mass may be lie outside the body. In just in case of a ring, the center of mass is at the center where there is no mass is present actually. So center of mass of a body can lie outside the body as well. It is not necessary that it lie inside the body. So these are the answers for the question number 1. Let's come to the question number 2 there. In HCl molecule, this is HCl molecule, the separation between the nuclei of atoms is 1.27 angstrom. Find the approximate location of the center of mass, and chlorine is 35.5 times massive hydrogen atom. And all of the mass of the atom is concentrated at its nucleus. So let's suppose we take the nuclei of chlorine and other one is H. So इन दोनों के बीच का जो separation है that is 1.27 angstrom. The distance is given in the problem, so that is 1.27 angstrom. So let's suppose mass of H is m and Cl is like given, it is 35.5 times. So it can be written as 35.5 times m, because mass H का हमने m लिया है, so Cl का या क्लोरीन का हो जाएगा 35.5 times m. So this is simply a two particle system, so we can utilize the expression that is used to calculate the center of mass of a two particle system. The center of mass must be on the line joining the particles. So x coordinate of center of mass here हमें निकालना है, that is m1 x1 m2 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. So let's suppose for simplicity we take this mass m to be at the origin. Let's suppose the coordinate of mass m is 0, it is at the origin, let's suppose. So the expression can be written as m into 0 plus other one is 35.5 m, and it is being multiplied with its coordinate. So it is 1.27 times far away from the origin. So it is 1.27 divided by 35.5 m plus m. So it can be written as 35.5 m into 1.27 divided by 36.5 m. ये दोनों प्लस हो जाएंगे और लाइक यहाँ पर भी m है, m से m कैंसिल हो जाएगा. So we can solve that. It is like 35.5 multiplied by, like this is 1.27 is equal to 45.085 divided by 36.5. So answer is 1.23 angstrom. So it is 1.23 angstrom. सो लाइक हमारा कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम का, हमारे सिस्टम का जो ओरिजिन हमने लिया था वो लिया था m को हमने 0 पे लिया था, ओरिजिन पे लिया था. सो आंसर इज 1.23 एंगस्ट्रॉम. इट मीन्स दैट सेंटर ऑफ मास लाइज एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ, लेट्स सपोज दिस इज पोजीशन ऑफ 1.23 angstrom. So basically it is just near the chlorine. So it is at a distance of 1.23 angstrom from x equal to 0 or from h. From m it is 1.23 angstrom far away. So this is the answer for the problem. Now let's come to the third question of the exercise. A child sit at one end of a long trolley moving with uniform speed on a smooth horizontal floor. Child gets up and runs about on the trolley in any manner. What is the speed of the center of mass of the uh, trolley and system? So basically the trolley was going with speed v, and the speed of center of mass is also is v there. So in the problem हमसे पूछा जा रहा है child gets up and the trolley is also on the frictionless smooth horizontal floor, means no external forces are involved. That child is also a part of that trolley, so means it is a part of the system. So there are no external forces involved there. So what is the speed of the center of mass? So the speed of the center of mass is, जो भी ट्रॉली का स्पीड होगा वही उसका स्पीड होगा. सो आंसर फॉर दैट इज स्पीड ऑफ सेंटर ऑफ मास इज इक्वल टू वी. Because जो ये child get up and run about the trolley in any manner, these forces involved are the internal forces. So internal forces are not able to change the velocity or center of mass in any manner. So the speed of center of mass is simply written as v. So there will be no change in the speed of center of mass. If it is v, it still remains v, because the forces involved here are the internal forces. So let's come to the question number 7.4. Show that the area of the triangle contained between the vectors a and b is one half of the magnitude of a cross b. So let's suppose we take two vectors. One is a vector and other vector, let's suppose it is b vector. So we have to prove that area of the triangle contained between the vectors a and b is one half of the magnitude of a cross b. So like this is the area contained between the vectors. These are the two vectors, let's suppose a and b vector, and this is the area contained between the vectors. Let's suppose this is o. Now we drop a perpendicular there, and let's suppose its name is capital N and this is p, and जो भी आपने नाम देना है आप दे सकते हो. So this is let's suppose this is q. So we have to prove that the area contained between the vectors a and b is one half of the magnitude of a cross b. So students, like first we draw the perpendicular. Let's suppose angle between the vectors is theta, so we can easily calculate that perpendicular. That comes out to be b sine theta. The value of this perpendicular, according to like sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So by using this triangle there, we can get the value of qn, that is perpendicular b sine theta. So I can write qn is equal to b sine theta. So as we know that what is the expression for a vector cross b vector, a cross b vector is simply ab sine theta, that is ab sine theta. We can write like formula for a cross b is ab sine theta. So what is b sine theta there? We know that this AB, I can write AB as OP, and then in place of B I can write simply QN. मैं इसकी जगह QN लिख सकता हूँ. So A वेक्टर क्रॉस B वेक्टर का जो वैल्यू आ रहा है मेरे पास वो आ रहा है OP into QN. So let's suppose we simply multiply the expression with 2 and well divide with 2, so it can be written as 2 into OP cross QN upon 2. So students, this OP, this is OP cross QN divided by 2 is simply the area of this triangle, area of the triangle, this entire triangle, area of triangle OPQ या OQP is the area. This is the expression for area. OP cross QN upon 2 is known as the, is basically the area of the triangle. So A vector cross B vector is equal to this. When we do the cross multiplication, we will get A vector cross B vector upon 2 is equal to area of, ये 2 नीचे आ जाएगा, is equal to area of triangle enclosed या contained between the vectors. So this is simply the proof. So half of the cross product, like area of the triangle, is one half of the magnitude of A cross B. So A cross B का magnitude था AB sin theta. So from here B sin theta is QN. Then we multiply by 2 divide by 2. Now this formula is for the area of this entire triangle, and like this is simply the half of magnitude of A cross B. So hence this is the proof for this problem. Now let's come to the question number 7.5. Show that A dot B cross C is equal to magnitude of the volume of the parallelepiped formed on the three vectors A, and this is known as the scalar triple product. So first of all we draw a parallelepiped there. Like this is the diagram for that parallelepiped. Just 1 minute. So this is the diagram for the parallelepiped. Just 1 minute. So that is the diagram of parallelepiped. So the sides of parallelepiped are represented by the vectors a, b, c. So let's suppose this is our a vector, and let's suppose this is our b vector, and this is our c vector, like x, y, z directions, a vector, b vector, and c vector. So we have to prove that a dot b cross c is equal to the volume of that parallelepiped. हमें इसको वॉल्यूम के बराबर प्रूव करना है स्टूडेंट्स. So like let's suppose I suppose this is as I direction, and this is as B as J direction, let's suppose. So we know that I cross yeah, A cross B will simply give us the, like I'm doing the cross product of two vectors, like I'm doing the cross product of but like in this problem we have to prove A dot B cross C, बाकी हम ऐसे कुछ भी prove कर सकते हैं, but let's suppose हम according to problem चलते हैं, we have to do the cross product of B and C. So this is B and C, students, like when I do B and C, this is B vector, this is C vector. Like B vector I take in the J direction, and this C vector in the K direction. So we know that when we do the B cross C, we will get BC sine theta. And now the angle between B and C, like B is representing the B is in the J direction and C in the K direction. So this angle is theta, 90 basically. So B cross C comes out to be simply BC. And आप इसे ध्यान से देखो, like the BC is simply the area. BC is simply the area there. So cross product of these two vectors simply represent the area of that face. ये इसका area represent कर रहा है. Then when we multiply the, like जो direction निकलेगी area की B और C का cross करने के बाद जो direction निकलेगा, like we know that it is J cross K, and हमें पता है कि J cross K करने के बाद जो हमारे पास direction आएगा area का, that is in the I cap direction, that is I cap. J cross K करने पे हमें I cap मिलता है. So by doing the B cross C, we get a vector that is in the J cap, that is in the I cap direction. So इसका direction है I cap. So like A dot B cross C simply represents the area, students. Area represent कर रहे हैं, that area is in the I cap direction. So here A is also in the I cap direction. So like this is simply the dot product of two vectors, I dot I is 1. So when I multiply A with that area, this length A with this area, I simply get the volume of the entire figure, parallelepiped. I multiply this area with this entire length, so area into length will give me the volume. So obviously, like this B cross C is simply giving us the area, and area multiplied by the length will give us the volume. So we can say that A dot B cross C will give us the volume of the parallelepiped. बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स जो B क्रॉस C करने के बाद हमें BC मिलेगा, उस BC का डायरेक्शन होगा I कैप, and A is also in the I cap direction, so that A I cap dot BC I cap simply gives us area, that is the volume of the parallelepiped. So आप कोई भी साइड्स का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट कर सकते हो, आप A क्रॉस B भी कर सकते हो, and then you can also multiply A cross B with C, again you will get the volume. So there is no restriction like that. आप यहाँ पर AC भी कर सकते हो, like you know A cross C भी कर सकते हो. So A cross C का जो डॉट प्रोडक्ट रहेगा B के साथ, that will also give you the volume of the parallelepiped. Now let's come to the next problem of this topic. Just 1 minute. Oh, so this is the fifth problem. So here I am going to discuss only the 5 problems there. Thank you.